Hey up everyone, I'm back again. So today I'm having a look at the Blackberry Passport from the company which was formerly known as RIM, is now called Blackberry nowadays, and I have to say, it almost escaped my attention. I've never had a Blackberry before, and it's just before not appealed to me in regards to the concept of having physical keyboards after using touch screens for the last couple of years. But after using this pretty much all day today and having a good feel of it, I have to say I can see why people are really bigging up this device, and everywhere I look on the internet it seems to be highly rated, and people saying that this could be a big comeback device for Blackberry, and I think just the build quality when you first pick up the device, it feels like really solidly built, like it's built to last, and I really do like the kind of metallic edges around the device, as well as the back, which feels very comfortable. And I was thinking that it might be a little bit too wide when I first saw it to use with one hand, but I think I can comfortably reach most of the screen using one hand. Using the keyboard, I'd probably prefer to use both hands, just basically to type a bit faster, and also use the excellent inbuilt kind of mouse feature on the device, and obviously you also benefit from that nice backlit kind of feature as well, which turns the keyboard on when you're in the dark, which is very nice indeed. In terms of everything else, you're getting a 30 megapixel snapper on the back, which is capable of full HD at 60 frames per second. You're getting a Snapdragon 801 with a hefty 3 gigs of RAM. So all the grunt there to push the device along nicely, and you are getting a massive battery as well, which I think is 3450. So it's certainly got a lot of juice in it to get you going. And I have to say, this particular display is a very gorgeous display. It does look like it's also curved a little bit as well, which obviously I do like that on higher end devices when they do that, because it makes it so that when you touch in the display, it's seamless as it goes to the edge kind of thing. And it's an IPS display, so not AMOLED or anything like that, so you're going to get some really nice realistic colours on this, and it's at 453 ppi, which is very high resolution. I don't think it's considered quad HD, but it doesn't really matter on kind of like a smaller screen size like this. It is 4.5 inches, and it's got quite a weird ratio of 1:1, which is like 1440 by 1440. So really, no matter which way you view it, whether it's like this or like this, you're getting kind of like the same type of viewing experience. And I have to say, the colours, etc., and the actual quality of the display is very good indeed, and I've not had any issues viewing the actual display outdoors, which a lot of smartphones struggle with still in 2015. I think you're going to have an excellent time with this particular display, and as I said, it is backed up with the Snapdragon 801 with 2.5 gigahertz in terms of the speed. I have to say, this device absolutely flies in regards to getting stuff done. I did admit at first it was a bit weird the way things opened up kind of thing. It's like when you click on something, it sort of kind of opens up like on a desktop type of interface, and then you can pick what you want to go into from this desktop type of interface. And it took some getting used to, but now I'm like, this is a really awesome way of doing things. And in terms of the actual app opening, going in and out of stuff, as you can see, it's very fast and very smooth. And because it is got that 3 gigs of RAM, you can be sure that your multitasking is going to be awesome on this device. Really glad that Blackberry came out with a device which has like flagship specifications, because Windows Phone, it hasn't had that many devices when it comes to the Snapdragon 801. I think it was only the HTC One M8 which had that, whereas Blackberry is certainly not pulling any punches, keeping up with the best phones. And you get obviously 4G LTE. You get 32 gigs internal storage. I don't think you can expand that with or yes, you can actually. You can expand it to 128 gigs. What am I talking about? You should be able to actually expand it somewhere at the back, around here. This is quite a weird back thing here, but you can see you get your nano SIM there, as well as your micro SD, which is all very nice and accessible. So no access to the battery, unfortunately, but this is an absolute boss phone when it comes to the battery. As I said, it is a 3,400 and something. I think it's 3,440, 3,450 in fact, so I wasn't far off. I was looking at some charts in regards to this device, and this was sitting on top, even better than the Note 4. So this is a real like business phone, like a staying phone for those of you who like to travel and away from a charger, etc. Very good battery in this device, and I have to say I've taken some shots as well with the camera, which is a 13 megapixel camera, and I've been quite impressed with the overall experience. The software is quite intuitive in regards to giving you quite a few options to select. As you can see, you can put on HDR, flash, different scenes, etc. So you get quite a few options in there, as well as some advanced options like panorama, time shift, etc. I was a bit disappointed that they didn't put 4K in there, which I thought it would have supported that, since it is rocking the Snapdragon 801, but it does make up for that with this full HD at 60 frames per second recording, which is very smooth and nice. So you're going to be very happy with the camera performance. I think that the only issue that I did discover when taking a few shots, as well as taking some videos, is sometimes the focusing can be a bit slow, and I think that there still needs to be work done in regards to getting it as fast as it could be. It's hard to always kind of reproduce this on camera, but now and again it will zoom in on something and then it will randomly zoom out a little bit and then zoom back in again, which is a bit weird to me. But when it is zoomed in, you're going to get some very nice high definition shots, which is, in my opinion, up there with the best of what Android has to offer in regards to like LG G3 and Galaxy S5, etc. I've not really noticed too much difference, and the low light's also very good as well, which I'm quite impressed with, and same for the video recording, very nice indeed. As I said, it is at 60 frames per second, so it's really smooth and high quality. Blackberry have done an excellent job when it comes to the camera on this device, and I was fearing for the worst a little bit because it is quite business focused. In terms of the actual operating system, it is Blackberry OS 10.3, I think, and obviously I'm no expert whatsoever in regards to this particular OS. but after using it for a while, I think it's very intuitive, and it offers you several kind of advantages that other platforms don't offer you. I've talked about this like desktop type of interface, and when you're using YouTube, for example, you can play that while you're doing something else, and it feels really good the way you can multitask on the device. And obviously you get this Blackberry hub as well, where you get all your stuff coming in. You need to add your email accounts and things like that, and it all come up. In terms of the app situation, I found the main things that I particularly use. I don't think the App Store is very fleshed out compared to like your Android, your iOS, but it has an advantage in that it can run Android apps. So as you can see, I've installed all these apps here, and a lot of them are Android apps. You can flesh out any kind of deficiencies in the Blackberry App Store. You also have access to the excellent Amazon App Store as well, which gives you even more kind of choice. And if you're not satisfied with that, you can also run a hacked version of the Google Play Store, I think I've seen on the internet, and that'll allow you to install like a hacked version of Google Play services and then have literally every Google app on your Blackberry, which is pretty cool really. Even Windows Phone can't do that. So I think you're going to be very happy with the overall experience in regards to the apps on this platform. I would like to see some more quality apps in the actual native App Store, which let's go into it. As you can see, there are some quite decent ones there, but when I was searching for things like Quidco, Groupon, etc., nothing was coming up, which was a bit of a shame, but maybe it will carry on and continue. If BlackBerry keeps putting out amazing devices like this, then people are going to take it up, and people are going to develop for it at the end of the day. And BlackBerry have another advantage in that they run their own kind of operating system, so they can optimize the hardware and the software together, kind of like Apple. But they are giving you the flagship specifications as well. So very happy with this device. I think that it's really refreshing coming from Android, etc. I think I'll be doing some comparison videos, just checking out the experience compared to some other flagship devices. But I hope you enjoyed this little review. If you're looking at buying this device, I'd thoroughly recommend it. They are quite expensive though. They are going to set you back 400 odd up to 500. I've seen it somewhere. So it is quite a premium device, but it's worth every penny at the end of the day. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little review of the BlackBerry Passport, and leave a comment or like it if you did, and I will see you next time. Cheers.